Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we have a small but rather significant update on the HBO Harry Potter reboot series. So grab your brooms as we take a flight back into the wizarding world. HBO's upcoming Harry Potter reboot taps Succession writer to bring the world of magic to TV. So it sounds like, behind the scenes guys, that this show is coming together slowly but surely. They're getting the writers in place, they're getting showrunners in place, and it sounds like it's all beginning to work behind the scenes, which is great. Those cogs are beginning to turn, and as time progresses, we're going to get a clearer picture of who's going to be running the show, who the writers are going to be, and how this show is going to progress, which is really, really exciting for all the Potterheads around the world. But let's jump in guys and let's see what's going on. So this comes to us from Comic Flick News. So last April, we first learned about plans to reboot Harry Potter for streaming. Since then, Warner Bros. Discovery has embarked on a lengthy quest to find a creative team for the decade-long series. Yes, 10 seasons have been announced. That's absolutely insane. Before they've even got their first season out the gate, before they know if anybody even likes this series that they're going to be doing, they've announced 10 seasons, which is just crazy. Based on the, been announced, but based on the success of the first season, we'll have to see how that plays out. Yeah, I mean, could you even imagine they announced 10 seasons for this show? The first season comes out and it flops on its face. I mean, that would be so embarrassing for HBO. I doubt that's going to happen because obviously Harry Potter being one of the biggest IPs in the world, I can't really see them flopping on this show. But again, announcing 10 seasons before you've even done the first season, kind of crazy in my opinion. So yesterday, news broke that the show had moved from Max to HBO cable network. I believe that the HBO name carries more gravitas as the name, thus being the reason for the change. So yeah, like I said, they changed it over from Max over to HBO. They're doing that for the Lantern show, and they're doing it for this Harry Potter show. So they're moving from Max over to the cable channel of HBO. And the reason for that, like I just said, I believe that the HBO name carries more weight, more gravitas, it's more recognizable among the public and the fan base. So I believe that's the reason why they're changing Lanterns and Harry Potter over to HBO. So we now have the confirmed details of the showrunners, producers, and director. So this is where it gets really, really exciting for this show, guys. Like I said, behind the scenes, it's coming together. We're getting a clearer picture as to who's going to be working on this show. HBO, in association with Warner Bros. Television, has named Francesca Gardner, who's worked on Succession, His Dark Materials, Killing Eve, as showrunner and executive producer. Then we have Mark Mylod from Succession, Game of Thrones, and The Last of Us, who will serve as executive producer and director on multiple episodes for the upcoming original Harry Potter series. Guys, that just goes to show the kind of level of talent they're getting for this Harry Potter reboot. They're not sparing any expense here. So Francesca Gardner, let's just go over this one more time. Succession, that was incredible. His Dark Materials, again, absolutely incredible. Killing Eve as well. All three of those shows, incredible. And then we have Mark Mylod from Succession, Game of Thrones, and The Last of Us. That just goes to show the level of talent here. Someone who's worked on Game of Thrones, arguably one of the best TV shows ever made, if not the best TV show ever made, and The Last of Us, again, the incredible reception of The Last of Us. So that shows you here the kind of talent that's going to be working behind the scenes on this Harry Potter reboot series. Guys, if that doesn't get you excited for this show, then I'm not really sure what will. But yeah, incredible to hear that. Again, that's the two people that we have here, Francesca Gardner here on the left, and Mark Mylod on the right, executive producer and showrunner. So yeah, that's great news to hear. We have a post here from X. HBO's Harry Potter series is set to premiere in 2026. So unfortunately, we have another 2 years to wait yet. But I mean, as a Potterhead myself, I really, really enjoy the films. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. But I think it's all going to come down to the casting. Who are they going to cast in the titular roles of, you know, Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron Weasley? That's yet to be seen. But there's going to be a lot of criticisms if they don't get the casting right. So that's going to be a major announcement at some point. I'm not sure when they're going to start casting, but we'll have to keep our eyes on it. So, a brief logline has been revealed, which reads, "The series will be a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter book series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. The series will feature a new cast to lead the new generation of fandom. Like I was just saying, that announcement of the cast is going to be one of the biggest things they're going to be putting out there. I can't wait to see who they're going to cast. Is it going to be recognizable actors, or are they going to be kind of brand new actors that we don't know? That's going to be an interesting thing to see as well. So, full of fantastic detail and much loved characters, Harry Potter fans have loved for over 25 years. Yeah, the IP and the popularity of the Harry Potter franchise cannot be understated. I mean, it's absolutely huge. It continues to be huge. I mean, we look at Hogwarts Legacy, the video game, when that was released. It sold millions upon millions of copies, and it just goes to show that the fan base is absolutely craving more Harry Potter, more Harry Potter content, whether it's films, whether it's games, whether it's TV show. So yeah, the fan base is definitely still there. So each season will bring Harry Potter and these incredible adventures to new audiences around the world, while the original classic and cherished films will remain at the core of the franchise and available to watch globally. So with this team in place, we'd imagine the next step will be to start casting the series. HBO Harry Potter is also executive produced by J.K. Rowling, Neil Blair and Ruth Kenley-Letts of Bronte Film and TV, and David Heyman of Heyday Films. So this is where it gets interesting as well. So I wanted to add this into the video, guys. So adding back missing content from the movies. And what I mean by that, what content are they going to add into the series that they didn't add into the movies? Obviously, there was a lot of content from the books that didn't make it onto the big screen. So what content are we going to get from the books in this series that we missed out on when it came to the theatrical release of the Harry Potter movies? That's the thing that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about, that content that we didn't get from the books. So one of the most exciting prospects for fans is the potential inclusion of elements from the Harry Potter books that were omitted from the movies. The original film adaptations, well beloved, had to condense J.K. Rowling's rich and expansive storylines to fit within the limited runtime. Also as well, I mean, when you're adapting a book into a movie, it's a different medium, so I guess there's certain things from the book that may not have worked within the movie. So I kind of get why they left certain things out. But again, fans are going to be very excited to see that left out material come to the actual TV show. This new series offers an opportunity to delve deeper into the Wizarding world, exploring subplots and character developments that were previously left out. Fans are eager to see more of the intricacies of the magical curriculum at Hogwarts, additional backstories for beloved characters, and the inclusion of secondary plots such as Spew, the Society of the Promotion of Elvish Welfare, the full extent of Dobby's involvement, and the detailed history of the Marauders. The extended format of television series could allow for a more faithful and thorough adaptation of the books, bringing to life parts of the story that have only existed in readers' imaginations until now. Like I keep saying, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very excited to see that material that was left out of the movies added back into this TV series. Obviously, for each season of the TV show, it's going to be adapting one book, so we'll be able to flush out the characters a lot more and the story, so there's a lot more room to add back in that content. Rowling is thought to have been heavily involved in hiring the reboot's creative team. Yeah, so Rowling is having a major input behind the scenes with what's going on with this. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest. I mean, she's the one who created this world and developed it, so absolutely expected her to have a creative input. But yeah, guys, so that's where we are. So that's kind of a small but major update when it comes to the creative talent working behind the cameras on this series. So exciting. Let's just go over it one more time. So Francesca Gardner is going to be the showrunner and executive producer, and then we have Mark Mylod will serve as executive producer and director. He worked on Game of Thrones and The Last of Us. So super exciting news here, guys, for all of you who are looking forward to this series. I definitely am. I can't wait to see it. But I throw it off to you. What do you think about this news? Does it get you more excited and more hyped for the TV show of Harry Potter? Let me know what you think about it, guys. Pop into the comment section, put your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Can't wait to see what you have to say about this. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you in the next one.